Hey guys, welcome to my channel today. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, we'll be cutting and sewing this V-shaped neckline BUBU dress with yoke that you can see on your screen. So I used 4 yards of adire and 1.5 yards of chantilly net for this tutorial. So I went ahead to fold my fabric into 4. My table is quite small, so I'll be using this pattern paper to illustrate how I folded my fabric. So I first of all folded the fabric into 2. And then I folded it over like this into 4. So the reason why I folded my fabric like this is because the length of the dress I'm working with is really long, and if I fold it the other way, it's not going to give me the length that I want. That means I'm still going to join it on the base, and I don't want to do that. So that is why I folded my fabric like this. So if your fabric is enough for the length you want, you don't have to fold it like this. You can fold it into 4 like we normally do. So I'll be using this chantilly net, and it's about 1.5 yards. So the length of my dress is 60 inches. So you go ahead and mark out the length of your dress. And to know the amount of fabric to fold, that is the wideness of your fabric, you're going to take out your shoulder measurement, half of your shoulder measurement. From there, you are going to extend depending on how long you want your sleeves to be. This dress has a cut together sleeves. After taking out the shoulder measurement of 8 inches, I went out by another 14 inches, which is going to be how long my sleeves will be. So the sleeves I want to create is a 3/4 sleeve. So the one on the thumbnail went down all the way to the wrist. So you are going to extend your fabric by the length of your sleeves after taking your shoulder measurement. So for my neck width, I took 4 inches. And for the neck depth, I'll take 1.5 inches. So after doing that, I'll connect from the 4 inches to the 1.5 inches like this. So the next thing I'll do is to take my shoulder slope. So on the other end, I'm going to go down by 1 inch, and then I'm going to slant into the neckline area. The next thing I'll do is to go down by 9 inches or 9.5 inches. So now you're going to determine how deep you want your yoke to be. So for me, I'm going down by 9.5 inches. If you want it shorter, you can do 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, depending on what you want. So I'll mark the 9.5 inches all the way like this, and I'm going to roll a straight line across. So the one on the thumbnail is not a straight line. The yoke is not a straight line. It has a curve effect, so you have to curve it if that is what you want. The one I'm sewing for my client is a straight yoke. So after doing that, I went down by 45 inches, which is the distance from her shoulder to her knee. So you're going to mark your knee line, and you're going to roll a straight line across. I'm marking my knee line because I want the base of the dress to have like a cow effect. So from the side, I'm coming in by 5 inches. Okay, so I'll mark 5 inches all the way like this. After doing that, I'll connect like this. So I'm going to go up by about 8 inches from the knee line. I'll mark the 8 inches. After marking the 8 inches, I'm going to connect in a slant now. From the straight line that I have on the knee line, I'll connect in a slant or in a curve, okay? I'll curve all the way to the 8 inches as you can see me doing. So this is going to give me a cow effect on the base of the dress, okay? So after doing that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut through these lines. So I'll first of all cut out from the base as you can see me doing. After doing that, I'm going to head over to the neckline area. So for the yoke, I'll be cutting it for both the front and the back for now. So if you want your yoke to be curvy, where I took 9.5 inches, you can do 6 inches, then you curve it down to the other side, okay? So I went ahead to cut the yoke out. I'm going to keep this part of the dress, and we're going to work on the yoke. So for the yoke, we have 2 here, that of the front and the back. So I'm going to remove the one inside. It's going to be for the back. So the one on top is a V neckline. So I'm going to fold it together like this, and I'm going to connect from the neck width to the end of the yoke as you can see me doing. I'll connect in a V shape like this. So if you don't want your neckline to be too deep, you don't have to go down too much, okay? So I'm going to cut this out. So this is going to be my front now, I'm going to place this on my chantilly net and I'm going to cut. So I'm going to fold my chantilly net into 4 because I want to cut it as the lining too, and I'm going to place my yoke on it. What I'll do now is to add half an inch allowance all the way around. So if your chantilly net is stretchy, you don't have to add half an inch to the armhole area or the base. Just add to the neckline area, the one you'll be using to turn the neckline inside out. So after cutting, I'll also fold my chantilly net into 4, making sure the center is on fold, and I'll place the back yoke on it. I'll also add allowance all the way around, and then I'll go ahead and cut for the back. I've gone ahead to cut the back off camera. The center back is on fold and I have 2 pieces for it. One is going to be the main piece and the other one is going to be the lining piece. So what I'll do is to place them right sides facing right side, and I'm going to pin. After pinning, I'll head over to my sewing machine to sew the neckline. I'll turn it to the right side and I'll top stitch on all the sides. For the front piece, I'll remove the main fabric and I'm going to open them up. So I'll pin and then I'll go ahead and sew on the neckline. I'll turn it to the right side and I'll top stitch on all sides. After sewing the front neckline in place, this is what I have. So next thing I'll do is to bring the main bodies of the dress. So remember to notch the center before opening the main bodies of the dress up, and you start pinning from the center. I'll place one yoke on the center and I'll pin to the other side. I'll overlap the yoke on the other one and I'll pin all the way to the other end. After doing that, I'll head over to my sewing machine to stitch using half an inch. I've also gone ahead to sew the neckline for the back, and this is what I have. So the next thing I'll do is to bring the main bodies of the dress, go ahead and fold the back yoke into 2 and you notch the center like this. Also fold the main bodies into 2 and then you notch the center. So after doing that, I'm going to place them center to center, okay? The 2 notches, I'll place them together like this and I'll pin all the way to the end. On this side, I'll repeat the same thing on the other side. After doing that, I'll head over to my sewing machine to sew using half an inch stitching allowance. After sewing the yoke in place, this is what I have. So you're going to fold it backwards like this and you're going to top stitch it because you don't want it hanging on this end. So stitch it down if you want. If you don't want that, you can place your hemming gum under it and then you iron it flat, okay? So after doing that, I'm going to turn my dress to the right side. I'll also bring in the back. I've already stitched the yoke for the back, so I'm going to place them now right sides facing right side. I'll arrange the shoulders in place and I'll start pinning. Okay, pin all the way to the end and then you pin the other shoulder. After doing that, you're going to head over to your sewing machine to sew using the allowance that you left on the shoulder. You sew on both sides. Then I'm going to trim off the excess lace that I have on the sleeves area of the dress. So after doing that, the next thing I did was to go down by 12 inches from the shoulder. 12 inches is the armhole depth that I'm working with. So on that 12 inches mark, I went ahead to notch in about 1 inch and then I hemmed the sleeves area all the way around, as you can see. So go down by your armhole depth, notch from there and then hem your sleeves. After doing that, you are going to sew from the armhole depth all the way to the base of the dress and you are going to hem the base of your dress. And that is all for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. See you in the next one.